welcome back to my channel. I have a bit of a confession to make that I actually just realized yesterday, and that is that I have been crocheting for almost 1 year, and until yesterday I had never made a granny square before. This right here is the first granny square that I have ever made in my entire life, in my entire 1 year of learning to crochet. This right here is the first one that I ever made. I don't know why I've never made a granny square before. It's not like intentional. I just never did it. I don't know. But last night I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to crochet. My boyfriend was playing Persona 5 and I just wanted something that was kind of quick and mindless and not something I was gonna have to read a pattern for. And I was like, granny square. And I also have a lot of acrylic yarn that I'm trying to use up, and I feel like granny squares are perfect for that because you can do a lot with them. You can make a blanket, sweater, bag, whatever. I made 5 of them last night, and I gotta say, I feel like I've been missing out on granny squares for the past year. I feel like subconsciously, I always thought they were just kind of like boring and like just not that fun to make because it's just like the basic crochet granny square, right? But they're honestly really fun and satisfying to make, and I really enjoyed making these last night while I was watching my boyfriend play games. So I thought it would be fun to see how many granny squares I can crochet in one day. And by one day, I mean 24 hours. So right now it's about 1 o'clock. So from 1 o'clock today until 1 o'clock tomorrow, we're gonna see how many granny squares I can make. Now, as you can see, I haven't weaved in the ends on any of these except for this one, but that is going to be a requirement for the granny squares to count towards our final number, is they have to be completed with the ends weaved in, because if I don't weave in the ends now, I'm never going to do it. And these 5 will also not count because I made them yesterday, obviously, so I haven't timed myself or anything to see how long it takes me to make a granny square, so I really have no idea how many I'm gonna be able to make, so leave your guess in the comments right now. Don't cheat! Leave your guess right now how many granny squares you think that I'm gonna be able to make. Alright, I think that's it. I'm gonna go and get a snack and a drink. I'm gonna sit my booty down here and get started. First granny square of the day is done. No, I haven't weaved in the ends. I think I'm gonna crochet a few at a time and then weave in the ends, just because I don't like crocheting and then weaving in ends and then crocheting and then weaving in ends. So I just want to get like 5 done, and then I'll weave in the ends in all of those, and then I'll crochet like 5 more. So first one, all done. Also, in case it wasn't obvious, no, I'm not gonna be crocheting for the entire 24 hours. I do still need to like eat and sleep and stuff like that. I still have like other things that I need to do, so I won't be crocheting for a full 24 hours because that would be crazy, but I will be crocheting for like all of my free time between now and tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Also, I didn't know this until I'd already started making this video, but my boyfriend texted me and told me that the new Fortnite season was out, so I will be taking out a little bit of time to play the new Fortnite season. Alright, don't come for me. I will try to limit myself and still crochet as much as possible today. I don't know what it is, but I get it. I understand why everybody makes granny squares when they first start out, because this shit is so much fun. It's just so satisfying, and they're so pretty. Look at it. I don't know if it's just the colors I picked, but like, I love this. This is so... it's so pretty. Like I said, I have no idea how many I'm going to be able to crochet because I didn't time myself or anything. I'm hoping it'll be a decent amount, but I do get distracted really easily when I'm crocheting. I'm not really able usually to sit down for extended periods of time and just like crochet for hours and hours and hours. That's just not me. I just get distracted. I'm like, oh, let me check my phone real quick. Let me do this, let me do that. And I just don't, I can't sit still for long, but I'm gonna try and stay focused. I'm gonna try not to take a bunch of breaks and get too distracted. Anyways, granny square number 2 is complete. We've got 2 so far. Again, I'm gonna make a few before I weave in the ends, but 2 granny squares. My boyfriend gets off work soon, so I'm gonna try and get at least 1, maybe 2 more granny squares done before he gets home, because once he gets home we're probably gonna hang out and play some Fortnite, so I won't be crocheting during that, obviously. A moment for the yarn essay. Good morning. I ended up making 12 granny squares yesterday. I've still got a few that I need to weave the ends in, so I'll probably do that first before I crochet any more today. I did end up getting up a little later than I had planned. It's about 10 o'clock right now, so we still got about 3.5 hours left to see how many more we can make. I've got my coffee. I'm gonna weave the ends in on these ones, and then we'll see how many more we can get crocheted before 1:30. Unrelated, but if you drink coffee and you've never tried putting hot cocoa mix in your coffee, you should try it. It's really good. I put hot cocoa mix and peppermint creamer, and it basically makes like a peppermint mocha, and it's delicious. It's my favorite drink during like December, the holidays. It's very festive and yummy, so you should try it. We are at 20 granny squares. These ones need ends weaved in, so I'm going to do that before I make any more. It's about 12:30 right now, so we've got approximately an hour left. So I'm gonna weave these in and then see if I can make any more before time is up. I just appreciate how pretty Moth is. Like, he's so pretty. I think the camera is having a hard time focusing on him because he's all black and it can't tell that that is a creature, that is an animal, and not just like a blob. Oh, baby. Maple is also very cute. She's laying in this little makeshift bed that I have for them over here. Alright, I've weaved in all of the ends on all of these. They are all 100% done. Not gonna lie, my fingers are starting to hurt, but we've got 20 so far. I'm gonna see if I can make just a couple more before our time is up. Alright, I'm calling it. I was gonna try and do a couple more, but my hands hurt. I'm tired. Okay, I did 21. 21 granny squares, completely finished. Ends weaved in, everything. Could I have done more? Probably, yes. But like I said, I'm just not great at sitting down and doing something for extended periods of time, even crocheting. Even though I love crocheting, I just can't do it for hours and hours and hours on end. And also, I'm just not that fast of a crocheter, okay? Some people are super fast and they can get stuff done really quickly. That's just not me. But I think 21 granny squares is pretty good. And I wasn't crocheting the whole time. I ate, I took breaks, I hung out with my boyfriend. It wasn't like a constant stream of crochet. So I think 21 is pretty good. I also do have a plan for all of these granny squares. I'm not just like making them for the hell of it. I'm gonna make a blanket for somebody, but I'm trying to decide if I want to make all of the granny squares this color sequence or if I want to split them up. So for some of them, it would start with the light blue, darkest blue, and then I would do some where it was a darker blue, darkest, and then lighter, and then start with the darkest blue and go from there. I don't know how I want to do them, if I want them all to be the same and then just use like the dark blue to do a little border and sew them together, or if I want them to be different. I can't decide, but let me know if you have any ideas of which would look better or which one you would prefer, because if I'm doing them differently, I would need, for the size of the blanket that I'm making, I would need about 33 of each like color combination. So I've got 21 here, so I'd have to make a few more of this one and then start doing the different patterns. So let me know which one you think would look best. And also let me know if you guessed correctly or close to the number of granny squares that I would make. But that is going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content from me, and also hit the bell if you want notifications whenever I post. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!